I had no idea. I know it's hot out here, but I had no idea of how. But it's a cool breeze as well. Shalom, shalom, and shalom, Sister Deborah, prophetess in the wilderness. And you know what? That's all right with me. Coming again on this devil platform with another message. And I will say, this is a lovely early morning in which the Most High Yah, I can't say it's early, but it's early morning, in which the Most High Yah has made, and I, Sister Deborah, shall and I will rest therein. I had uploaded a topic to touch base at 10 a.m. this morning. I uploaded it last night, and I had to change it this morning because when I got up this morning, the spirit of the Ruach began to speak to me. Uh, and he began to say some very powerful things unto me. Now, I'm going to put it out there because of who I am in him and who he is in me. I am who he say that I am, not who you think that I am. And that's what I tend to embrace about the Most High, y'all, is that he is one of none nonsense. He just like to get to the core or to the root of everything, to where many people are chasing an ideal and chasing to and fro, trying to be justified, clarified, and identified that all things, and not understanding when it all said and done, it's going to rest in the Most High Yah's bosom. Okay, so when you running here and there and trying to get things to be the way that you think things are, the way you feel things are, the way you understand things are, the way you interpret things are, you're lost with a cause and without it. So I want you to grip what I'm about to dig into, and my topic is actually, you all got it wrong. You took it wrong, the whole video. But in the process of you taking it wrong, the Most High said, they right. I'm like, okay, I get it. That's what he was speaking to me this morning about when I got up. That's why I had to change my title for this lesson this morning. So I said I do the video based on what you've given me, Father, this morning. I love what he did. Matter of fact, that's my Father. That's my Father in the kingdom that I come to know on the throne. And I just give him all glory and honor for being who he is all by himself. He don't have to be what you say he is. He is who he is. We want to make him what somebody say that he is, what somebody feel that he is, what somebody teach that he is, what somebody interpret that he is. But you know what? How about finding out who he is in you? How about that? What is he in you? Are you ruling yourself, calling it him? Or is he in you and he that greater in you than he that is in the world? Have you given him that? Come on with it. Have you tried giving him that? 99.9 have not. That's why they glorify their idols on all these devil platforms. That's why they make their own idols out here. Uh, uh, don't go over here. They make their own idols and make their own God within themselves. So when I woke up this morning, I got a whammy. I mean, I was like, okay, Father, I feel you. I feel you. You better watch yourself. Because when I feel what y'all is saying, you got to stand down. Not you got to, you gonna stand down. Okay? So when he's sitting here talking to me this morning, I said, but you know what? It feels good. It's almost feel like, that's my whole state of mind. But I didn't trip off of it like the Spirit laid it out to me this morning. And it's about, you all took everything wrong. You had people sending comments in the wrong direction, you guys. You showed Sister Deborah and the kingdom where the throne is at that you ain't worth a dime when it come down to him. You all giving a female prophetess all this glory and this honor and gave him nothing. This is the issue that y'all had in the beginning with Israel and Judah. They always wanted to look for somebody to lead and guide them that's going to best say the things that they want to hear, the way they want to feel, the way they want to think, the way they want to act. And they rest in that and that only, even to the year of 2024. Yah has taught me in the wilderness, Deborah, see, this is why Deuteronomy 28 says, the end game, which neither one of you know about, nor have you read it and dug in it to see that it's an end game to this. Now, this is what's disturbing to me. The world, the Europeans, has mastered the end game. And I'm like saying, Father, how is it the Europeans can get it and Israel and Judah is over here chasing their idol God on these devil platforms? And they missing the bigger picture. Now, this is what he said. He said, you know how many times I've told you that I'm finished? This is the reason why. Every time, it's just about every day he's telling me, it's over, Deborah. It's finished. Do you know the minds of you all out there don't have the sense to give the Most High Yah the glory? You don't have the sense to honor he that's on the throne and give him the glory and the honor. You rather give it to somebody on these devil platform, and you rather magnify them, and you'll turn around, put a shield for their protection in front. You'll put a shield on their left and their right. You'll get behind them and you'll put a shield to protect them. And then you roll up on Yah, the Most High Yah. You never understood why it's in there at least more than 20 times. I am a jealous God. You know why? It's not the jealousy that you think on the outside. See, there's two jealousy. Everything that rolled down to the earth came in twos, you guys. Even you. There's two parts of you. You got a flesh and you got a spirit. There's two parts. And what do? Fight against each other. Go up against each other. 24-24. You ain't got sense enough to learn about that. And why you can't kick habits. And why you can't get victory on both sides. It's because you still idling a human being. You all are on this devil platform idling people as a God, as someone that fell from the sky as a rising star. Stop it. It's over. It's finished. And you still chasing an idol God. You still looking for an idol God to worship, to serve. And didn't even understand that that's why the wicked and the evil set up these platforms so you can do so. Serve your idol God. Praise your idol God. Uplift your idol God. Magnify your idol God. Subscribe to your idol God. Like your idol God. Put them on a pedestal, your idol God, because they knew you would put a God before the Most High Yah. They knew that Israel and Judah and the world, we know the world serves an idol God, but Israel and Judah likewise. So when he said, I'm a jealous God, that's who he was talking to. He was talking to Israel and Judah. What is this jealousy, Father Yah? What are you talking about? You are jealous, Yah. Or if you want to say, many of you all say, God, okay, I'm jealous, God. What is this about? Why would you be jealous? Hey, wait a minute. Stand down, clowns. Don't forget. Because I know you have. Not only do you forget, you're ignorant inside of ignorance, which is a word that the Father told me don't use because it gives, it's too easy to be used to make people be able to get out of what they're doing. Just get to the core of it. You're wicked and wicked. Because you're serving idol gods on these platforms and thinking that you have labeled your idol God, and it's nobody that can say anything against or to or about this person because we're going to put them above God himself. So this is what he was saying to me. Father, y'all help me. He said, Deborah, have you looked at the messages? I didn't want to get out of bed. I didn't want to get to bed. I said, I went and got my phone and I looked at him and I sat in the bed and I read all the messages, the comments regarding the last video. And I had to repent for you all. I had to say, Father, forgive them for they know not. He said, no, but I got to let you, I want you to read every last one. Because I'm a type of person, y'all, I don't read your comments. I'm sorry. There's some that I do read and I might look at, I might give a one, or I might love when someone says something. But those would be the first one that says something. Because it's ideal if they come on first and okay, if they say something makes sense, I give them a love or I give them a like. Okay? Outside of that, I'm not one that'll dig deep into what you're actually saying. But I heard something during the time I was giving the first one, their like, and they're in the comment and the heart I put on it. Then this other one came up saying, I want to make something clear. You stand down. You stand down, clown. You can't buckle up on this one. Okay? I'm not the one. And I'm saying this to each and every last one of you all out there who have made yourself an idol God, because that's what you did. You misunderstood and you had it wrong. You got it wrong, as the Father said you did since the beginning. Do you know from the beginning to this time been thousands and thousands of years, and you still got it wrong in the year of 2024 from the way he had it right in the garden? You are worse than it was back then. You are worse today. He said you're worse than your forefathers, and you're going to get worse and worse until that fire come try you. It's going to try you and see if you're going to pull out your idol God to protect you, to shield you, to be on your left, to be on your right, to be in front of you and in the back of you. And then when you come to the Most High Yah, he will say, go to your idol God. You uplift them. You praise them. You try to protect them. You try to shield them. Now you go there where you've been trying to represent, since that's your idol God. He say, now look on here. He said, now where do you see them giving me the praise? I said, I understand that, Father. I mean, you've been teaching me that since I've been on this devil platform. I said, you've been showing me that nothing I could say that would cause one to praise and glorify him. I'm going to say that example. A week and a half ago, I was on here and I was in such a spiritual mood. I was just praising and glorifying Yah. Do you know that it got the least of the least likes? And I don't pay any attention to it until he told me. He said, now I want you to go back there. This is a week later. And I said, he said, do you see something? I said, ain't too many likes, Father, Yah. He said, well, that's what I want you to see. You see why I'm finished? You see what I'm done? They idling man and women. They idling the flesh and human. He said they will serve the creature than the creator. And I salute that in the name of the Most High Yah. They does that. That's what they do. I've been on this other platform 6 years, and that's all I see and seen people do. They won't come to get the food for their spirit. They want the food for their flesh. They want a lot of chaos. They want a lot of destruction, and so they can debate and argue and fuss and put a shield up to protect somebody. Not knowing your shield can't protect nobody. Your shield puts that individual in danger. For who? The Most High Yah. Because you can't protect them from Yah. How about that? So how is your shield of protecting them? Oh, they did. You put them everywhere. Where have you said, Father Yah, you all that answer? So he said, look at these people on here. They have the audacity to give my servant, the prophet, likes and subscribers because she's speaking of a female prophet. And I'm like looking at her and saying, Father, I'm sorry. Forgive them, for they know not. He said they never knew. He began to take me into Exodus and Deuteronomy. And I was like, but Father, so this is just them. He said, yeah. But I want to show you where you are at in this day and time with the mindsets. They will give you all these likes. They will subscribe to you as long as you're feeding the chaos that's of the flesh. Anytime you're on this devil platform, always, now I ain't gonna tell you what to do. It's too late. It's too late for you. I know you think it's not. That's why Yah has allowed you to continue to worship your idol God. See, you thought that you worshiping the idol God. You in there with Yah. No, you ain't. You ain't nowhere near Yah. When you take a human being and put them on that type of pedestal and serve and worship them like a God, then you then automatically kicked out the God of the creation. He that created all things, he that sits on the throne. He said they rather serve, Deborah, the creator, the creature. The creature is the human than the creator. And I salute that thing. He was telling me all this morning. And I was like, no, this sister ain't going for it. He began to feed me into how they have taken everything out of what you said. They didn't get the food for the spirit of what you were saying. They didn't get anything. They just got the idea. They got this black box. No, they put it as a white box. And they put this prophetess celestial into this box and made her heaven from above. Why would you say that, Deborah? Because you never gave the Most High Yah any glory. Don't come to this page. Don't comment on my comment unless you understand. Yah get the praise. Yah get the glory. Yah get the honor. He is exalted. If a person is saying something and doing something that does not give Yah the glory, and you praise and honor and put them on pedestal, you are the seed of the serpent. You are born of the flesh. You are not of he that is in the body of Hamashiach. You are serving an idol God. So he began to tell me many things, and I'm going to discuss what he was saying to me. I'm going to burn my this little candle I have here. It smells good, though. And he began to tell me many things, but let me share what he said to me. He said, you see how they took out of the rim of your lane? I said, but they always do that, Father. Yeah, they don't understand that. You know why y'all took that out of order? It's because you don't understand what a spiritual lane is. You stuck in the natural lane to where you don't even know how to define a spiritual lane. I am a prophetess in the wilderness. I'm taught from the wilderness level. In case you don't know what the wilderness is, it's always been a place that y'all prepare and show up and show out and teach and reveal and show things to come and show things of where it is, where it's standing, and where it's going. It's called the wilderness. So if you don't think right now you in the wilderness, you lost with a cause and without one. Are you in the promised land, floating with milk and honey right now? Are you in the promised land floating with milk and honey right now? Then where are you at? Oh, yeah, right. You don't know. So let me explain to you why you're higher than the level people use, the word people use ignorant. You way behind that. The lane in which I spoke of was spiritual. And because you don't know who I am and who I represent, which is the Most High Yah and him only, you didn't understand when I said, Yah said, get in your lane. First and foremost, let me explain something to you with the lane that Yah is talking about. The Most High God is saying, get in your lane. Because why? That's your security, Deborah. That's your protection, Deborah. That's your light, Deborah. That's your spirit and truth, Deborah. That's your spiritual comfort, Deborah. It's in there. So when the world is talking about something, get in your lane and you can be able to deal with what the outside is saying. Stand down, clowns who got it wrong all the time. Because you don't understand that a spiritual lane is the same place that Yah put every last one of his prophets and prophetess in. Let's take the Deborah. What was her spiritual lane? Just to reside where she was at, under a tree, and judge the whole Israel right from where she was. That was the zone that Yah had created for her. The atmosphere, the lane that she was in. And in that lane, you and nobody else can come in and change, lie about, buckle up and buckle down on, because she was in her lane. She didn't have to go nowhere to judge nobody. I am a prophetess in the wilderness. And don't tell me what I can't say I am. Because you don't know who you are. You stand down, clown, because you don't know who you are. I know who I am in him. Not only am I his servant, the prophet, I am also part of the body of Hamashiach, something else you all don't know about. You're so busy trying to rest in somebody prophesying to you about the world to where you can't see nothing spiritual. You are locked in and out of that realm which called spirit and truth, because you have stuck yourself into a position to idol somebody in a way of a God that y'all left you right there. Right there. So when it's time for you to be tried by the fire, your butt gonna burn up, because you ain't gonna have no spiritual food to run the journey to get to the promised land. You ain't gonna have nothing in you that represents the Most High Yah, because you're gonna be so embedded in hearing what somebody's saying to the world to where you ain't gonna even know your direction to the left nor the right when it's time for you to be tried by the fire. We all gonna be tried by the fire. Right now, we're tried by the fire. We just too in the world to realize it. So he began to, when he started talking to me, he started talking about just like they think that when you say get in the lane, they think that's a form of discipline. See how sick y'all are? And you all in the live chat, y'all know me. I'm talking to these individuals that send all these comments and have the nerve to subscribe to me. You better unsubscribe from me. I don't want your subscribe, you subscribing to me. I don't want your likes. If my Father in the heavens don't get the glory and the honor in regards to anything that I'm saying, you stand down, clown. You don't belong in this area. You go to the circus. Sell those tickets there. Sell your likes there. Sell your subscribers there. Sell your like and subscribe there. Over in this page, you're going to stand down. I'm going to remove not only that page, I'm going to remove this one after 24 hours. I'm going to take them off my page to show you that I don't need your likes. I don't need your subscribers, because when you didn't honor Yah, when you didn't give the Most High the glory, you gave a flesh the glory and the honor, and you didn't find no room to just say, just thank the Most High Yah. Let's glorify him in the midst of it all. Yeah, you had about one person say it. And I realized that individual knew how to represent Yah in the midst of the chaos. Y'all missed it. You missed it all. Same thing. That's who Judah and Israel is. They miss anything and everything that rests in righteous, because they so busy seeing the dark side, they can't see the light. They so embedded in what somebody's saying about the dark side, they can't see the light. So let me tell you something. If Yah was to come right now, you'll be still in the dark, waiting for a great message to the world. But what food do you have for your spirit? What part? You don't know the 4 brands of the Most High Yah. He has a brand that he brands one spirit with, and they belong to him. It's called righteous, belief, faith, and fear. Do you have that? You don't know, because you ain't even test anything within yourself. First and foremost, you got to try your spirit by its own flesh. You can't go around trying to figure out who's who and what's what when you ain't realized you are your worst enemy. So you got to deal with yourself. Then you come to this place having comments as if you glorified an idol God, because Sister Deborah was saying what she was saying yesterday. You had it wrong. You got it wrong. I was explaining to you that Yah has the body of Hamashiach. It is not my position to be in the shoulder and speak of one that might be in the leg. But if you're going to worship the leg more than you worship the Most High Yah, you've been up and you've been down, baby. You's a clown in a circus. You better get you another ticket. I mean, right now, as soon as it come on, you better get you one and go. Because it does not make any sense how everybody is glorifying an individual. And it leads me to understand that the message was put out on YouTube. But when I woke up this morning, the father say, check. I said, what you mean check? Did you get it? I ran to my phone, and he said, now look at that. And I began to look at the comments and the comments yesterday that I did couple of them, about 3 or 4 of them, I did send a 1, 2, and 2. This one individual who was the first one to respond, I sent a 1 and a like to hers. But let me tell you, when I sat there and read those comments, they were glorifying Celestial. They were honoring her. They were putting her on a pedestal. So the Father was saying to me, did you get it? Check. That means check yourself in the spirit realm. Did you catch it? See, what y'all are saying is, Deborah, I wanted you to see. See, they thinking it was about them and them. Way they think about Celestial, the prophet Celestial. They think it was about that. No, it's about you. Seeing how far off the people really are. You see how I get no glory and they give the glory to her? I get no honor. They give the honor to her. This is what's been going on for quite a long time. They make it about her and not about him. So it's nothing she could give you that will cause you to glorify him, is what Yah is saying. So he wanted me to see that they had it been up and they had it been down, what you were saying. They missed the whole overall. And the whole overall is this. It was Celestial, but other prophetess. The whole overall is this. This is a devil platform, whether you're not like it or not. That's where you at. You on his platform. And if you on a devil platform, you got to either be serving him or you got to be glorifying the Most High Yah. And as the Father was showing me this morning, you see where the glory, they glorify. You see who they edify. You see how they exalt this individual. I am a jealous God. And they don't even understand my jealousy. Why? Because it's in the spirit realm. See, his jealousy, not like you think in the flesh. His jealousy in the spirit realm. That means you kicked out. Because you don't understand the Most High's jealousy that he speaks of. Why? Because he's got, who be jealous of people of stones and rocks worshiping them? What he have a problem with is when the people worship stones and rocks. And you know what he said? And people as well. Idol gods. You all, the Father said, has idoled an individual as an idol God. As an idol God. And you showed up and showed out in my comments, in my likes, and my subscribers, which I will take down. That's coming down. That one is coming down today. And this one's going to stay up for 24 hours. And then it's coming down. Because I'm going to show you that I'm not going to glorify who you idol. I'm not going to put who you idol on no pedestal. I'm not going to put a shield in front and on every side and in the back of who you idol and have made a God. So he wanted me to understand that this is a lesson in the wilderness, Deborah. To understand the minds of those on the outside. Get in your lane. They don't even know what my lane is. My lane is not you having a lane on the outside in your flesh. My lane is spiritual lane. And you best bet there's a lot of things in there that allow you to you can't even look at my lane because it's spiritual. It's a place of security, protection, wisdom, knowledge. What wisdom? Spiritual knowledge, spiritual wisdom, spiritual understanding. You see, that's what's in my lane. So you cannot measure my lane in the way you measure your thoughts in your flesh. Stand down again, clowns. You missed it. You didn't get it. So I have an issue. And the issue is you all set an example of Deuteronomy 28 endgame. In Deuteronomy 28 endgame said, until they are destroyed, Deborah, until they are destroyed, Deborah, until they are crushed, Deborah, until they are destroyed, Deborah, until they are destroyed. I get it, Father. Until they are destroyed, Deborah, until they are destroyed. You all are mentally destroyed. And you're going to see the fire kindle upon Israel and Judah. So you want to know who I am? I'm the prophetess in the midst of Judah. Not only am I in the midst of Judah, I'm also in the midst of Israel. But my main is being in the midst of Israel. That's what I'm called to. So when you sit and you might see a prophet, and that prophet could be telling you about all the issues of the world and how the world going to come down. That could be one of y'all's prophets. But that prophet cannot override who I am. I cannot override who that prophet is if y'all sent them out to tell the world I'm coming, or I'm going to do this, I'm going to do that. I don't have no problem with someone warning the world. I can't get locked up in hearing one warn the world when I see Israel and Judah, in whom I was sent to, destroying each other. Like unto the world that Yah is destroying. You see, it doesn't make any sense for somebody like me to get embedded, to desire your likes and your subscribing to me. Stand down. You get out of that. Don't come to my page subscribing to me. Don't come to my page liking me. Don't come to my page commenting, because your comments and your likes and your subscribers are not wanted. I don't want them. I want those that are in the body of Hamashiach, which is the body of Christ. I want them. And when you come in, you better know, you better recognize my Father, the Most High Yah. You better recognize the Most High Yah. If you want to call the Most High God, you can. But you're going to recognize him when you come into my comment. And if I don't feel it in the spirit realm, you recognize him, I will wipe you out after a few words. I do not appreciate what you all did. Only thing I appreciate about it is y'all turned it into a learning lesson for me. I'm a student of the Ruach HaKodesh, which is a student of the Holy Spirit. I get taught daily. Every day he teach me something. So happened this morning, he telling me to get my phone. I was like, I don't want to get up. I don't want to get up. It's still early. I looked at that thing. I said, now, why is people liking and subscribing? He said, they doing it. They idling Deborah. See how they feel about a human being, which is a creature. I'm the creator, Deborah. They will give more glory to the creature than the creator. And that's when he started breaking it all down to me. I said, oh, no, Father, y'all, we can't have that. We can't have that. And he even brought to me, they misunderstood what you were saying. They took no spirit and truth out of it. They took no light out of it. They took praise and honoring an individual out of it, and making sure that individual is put up on a pedestal. Oh, you're going to be tried by the fire. And see, is that individual that you put up on a pedestal, when it's time for the things to, no, I ain't gonna say it's time. The time ain't no time in this no more. When it's when that it take place, the fire is kindled upon you. Can you go to that individual to deliver you? Can you go to that individual to pray for you? Can you go to that individual to give you the words of encouragement, the words of hope, the words of the spirit, the word of spirit of truth? Can you go to that individual, get light? No, but why are you worshiping the individual like a God? Said the Most High Yah. Why have you put one above Yah? One said to me, and I want to make it clear. I had to stand back into that individual. I want to make you clear. I don't give a rat's behind about somebody not being monetized. That ain't my business. But what the truth of the whole overall, they so ignorant, they don't understand, because of the mass multitude of people flocking to celestial. This is what's caused the other people, especially female, to get envy and jealous. You don't have to get envy and jealous, because the gate that God has created for the righteous are narrow. He said, very few shall find their end. So don't look like too many of them going to be able to following the individual, ain't going to be able to come in, because they following the broad gate. See, when you hear of the narrow gate, one being broad and one being narrow, it sends a sign of the kingdom, y'all. The narrow gate and the broad gate. The narrow, are you listening to me, Ice? My pit boys, y'all, if y'all could see, he's paying me 100%. He just standing there and listening to me ever since I sat here looking at me like, oh, preach, mama, preach, mama. He's sitting here like he getting understanding more than what I'm saying than probably you all. But as I was saying, the narrow gate and the broad gate represent what is written in the kingdom. In the kingdom of the Most High Yah, there are twos. There is the Lamb Book of Life and the books that leads to the lake of fire. You got books over here on the left. You got a book over here on the right. One leads to eternal life in the kingdom, and one leads to the lake of fire eternal. It has books. That's two directions. When that's what the gate is representing. Narrow is the gate that leads to that which is straight, and narrow to what is everlasting life. But he said, Deborah, hold up, don't stop. Very few going to enter in, Deborah. But broad is the gate that leads to destruction, and many shall go therein. So if people thinking that example is meant actually for just to rest in the kingdom, you lost with a cause and without. He brought it to the earth so you can understand it in the spirit realm. See, if you don't understand things first and foremost in the spirit realm, you lost with a cause and without one if you're searching it on with the fleshly realm. And that's what people are doing. They like fleshly chaos, fleshly fussing and arguing and debating and jealousy and envy. They like all that in the flesh. That's what make people tune in to people. And they thinking somebody liking them because they thinking they are who they feel they are. But something in them also would also, at least it should, kick in. Narrow is the gate that leads to what is life. And that narrow in that gate, he already said, very few shall find it. So you're going to have many, many people thinking they going in the gate that leads to eternal life, but they going in the broad gate, and they willing to accept the fact that I'm going in the broad gate because I got a lot of subscribers. I got a lot of likes. I got a lot of people praising me. I got a lot of people putting shields on the left and on the right for me. Not understanding the gate that leads to broad represent the earth as well. See, he didn't make a narrow gate and a broad gate for the heaven. He made it for the earth. Why? Because he knew from the level of what he had a book and books, it's directing those that's going to be on the earth. And exactly the lane in which they must go. So when people on these devil platforms, and that's how the devil got them thinking, it's got them thinking famous and oh, this person is famous and popular and got so many subscribers and likes, just like let's say Beyonce. You might as well be in the world with Beyonce because you okay? Okay. Because you're doing the same, you're following the same broad gate. The broad gate that you're following. This is the broad gate. This is the narrow gate. You're all over here in the broad gate because that's where you see everybody going. So you matches the multitude and many, you matches it with the righteous when it's not the righteous. The righteous goes through the narrow gate and the light lead them. Why? Because in them is spirit and truth. So what is spirit and truth? Let's get to the core of that. When Yeshua said the time is now and the time shall come. Why was he saying the time is now? It's because he on the scene. Woo-wee. Heavens is on the scene. The kingdom of Yah is at hand. So he's saying that right then that his heaven, he said, the time shall come and the time is now. The reason why the time was now because he brought the kingdom down with him. So he said now and the time shall come when the true worshipers shall worship. Who are we worshiping? Who are we worshiping? Are we worshiping the Most High Yah? Or are we worshiping the world and telling them the order in which they should go? Which one are we worshiping? We cannot worship Yah without giving him the glory, the honor, and the praise. Worshiping Yah don't mean because you on this devil platform and you like somebody and you subscribing to them because they got a lot of likes and a lot of subscribers. That's not worshiping Yah. Because anybody that worship Yah, they need to be in the body of Hamashiach and not in the world. Why in the body of Hamashiach? Because in the body of Hamashiach, you got to understand the body of Hamashiach is the body of Christ. Christ is the head. You know what that is? Now one of you know who Christ is. You're going to live and die, just like Hosea chapter 4 and verse 6. You're going to live and die not knowing spiritual truth, spiritual wisdom, spiritual knowledge, and spiritual understanding. You're going to die in understanding that which is flesh, because that's where your praise, that's where your glory, that's where your honor, that's where your boasting, uplifting, that's where you put a shield to try to protect. A person that is called to be in the body of Hamashiach. If I'm in the shoulder and let's say Celestia stuff is in the knee, I as the shoulder and her in the knee. She is a prophetess. I am a prophetess. We're called in different parts of the body because he got us on the earth in a different part. But both parts supposed to represent the head. Oh, you didn't know that, did you? Both parts supposed to be led by the head. Both parts have to be able to hear the voice of he that is the head. Both parts have to be guided and have the power of the head, from the head. Head is Christ, which is Hamashiach. So if this is what Sister Deborah was trying to explain to you about Prophet Celestial could be in the knee and I can be here in the shoulder. We can be in the same body. You all took it all the way wrong. You took it to the left as far as it can go. And the Most High woke me up this morning to check. When he had to wake me up to check, he said, I want you to look at something. Check it out. And I'm sitting here looking. I said, why are they liking here? Why are they subscribing to me? And then he said, you know how many times you got on here and spoke of me? Was anybody liking and subscribing then? He said, see, this is what I want to show you, Deborah. They don't want to hear me. No one's praising me and honoring me, exalting me, magnifying me. They don't want to hear spirit and truth, in which Yeshua told them in time past, the time will come with the true worshipers will worship in spirit and truth. Now, the worshiper that's worshiping in spirit and truth is not worshiping the world. It's not giving message to the world, you blind people, you deaf people. Spirit and truth is spiritual. We must worship spirit and truth. And that is the things that are spiritual. So I'm just so thankful that where Yah has me in the shoulder is what you call the lane. The lane is a place of safety and security, a comfort, assurance, endurance, long suffering, spiritual wisdom, spiritual knowledge, spiritual understanding, and the ruachs that is rooted in thee. That's what my lane is, you guys. My lane, you got it wrong. It's not saying I erred and you get out of the business of somebody else and get in your lane. No, baby. I'm the prophetess in the wilderness. I can step up in anybody's lane, in case you didn't know that. I'm going to show you how your likes and your subscribers, your subscribing means nothing to this sister. I'm about what is spirit and what is truth. I'm about what is spirit and what is truth. I hear the voice of the Most High Yah to me say things to me today. And when I speak unto people, I don't speak to people about what I said in the year of this, because that don't have no spiritual in it, y'all. It has no spiritual power in it. The years, what did I tell people have been on my platform? I've always told them that since I was 4 years old, the Father in the kingdom been teaching me. He's been revealing things to me. He's been showing me things to come. He's been dealing with me ever since I've heard and hear his voice in me. Speaks to me since I was 4 years old. So where I'm at is still where I've always been in him. And nothing you can say, nor do, or think, or feel can come close or near to where I am in the Most High Yah, or where I'm going. That's what the lane is. It's to let me know, Deborah, stay in your lane mean the world is sick. The world loves its own. The world cater to itself. Don't get, hold up. Hold on. Hold on, you guys. Woo! I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. People be estimating these dogs. I got this purebred pit bull, and and they estimate him. They thinking they know him. When I took him to the vet, better not come near him, nor near me. Yeah, look at he's so happy. His mama. He had to tell them, you better need get away from him. He got a little sore on his little nose. Look, look, look. Okay, I want you to down, 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 down. Ice, get down, get down, get down, baby. Down, 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 down. Okay, I get to you. I give you some snacks. Go. You did a good job. Okay, go on. Man was standing at the gate, thinking because he knew me, he was gonna still be able to stand. I'll come up on that gate, letting them know. Better get away from that gate. Go, hey, Ice, Ice. I'm live, baby. I know you don't. No, no, no. Go down. Okay. I'm sorry, you guys. I had to get out. He's sitting here now, like, Mama, I thought I did a good job. He did, y'all. He did. He did. But Mama ain't got time right now because I have to get back to you all. And like I was saying, I want to give again the glory and the honor to the Most High Yah, because the things that the Father come to me and deal with me on daily. This is a daily thing he deal with me on, and he deals with me like that, and I love it. I love it, and don't get me wrong, it's endurance and long suffering come with it because he shows you every day what is actually taking place, you know, and he lets you know what you in the midst of, what you are around, and for him to get me this morning and say they got it wrong, Deborah. They got, and then I start reading all the comments, and I said, well, you know what? And then I looked over here and saw the likes, and I saw the subscribers subscribing. No, I don't need you subscribing to me. I'm about the Most High Yah. Keep it in your hand. Take that back. Take your hand and take that on back, because even if you don't, I'm cutting it off anyway. And everyone, I'm going to see how I can just take that stuff off. I don't need your subscribing to me. I don't need your likes. I am a prophetess. I am a servant of the Most High Yah, not the servant of this world nor this platform. What I was saying yesterday is because there's so much chaos about prophetess, people bashing prophetess in this day and time. And they have every right to do so, because if you false, then you can bash the false. But that's unusual, because when you the righteous prophets, that's when they come after you. When you are the righteous servants of the Most High Yah. So what the Father was showing me this morning is what people don't understand. If we are going into this as the prophets of the Most High Yah, we have to also understand all the prophets of yesterday didn't go through what they went through just so we can stand on this side and be magnified on this here earth. No, 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 that's not true. Let's take, for instance, Deborah. I'm sure she had many hating her as she sat under the tree and judged the whole house of Israel and the tribe of Judah. It's just like a judge right now. People don't not like the outcome and the judge judging them. It comes with the position itself. The prophetess of today is where Yah has placed them in the body of Hamashiach. But it has to represent the body. And the world is not in the body, y'all. What is it y'all don't understand? The body of Christ is the head of this body. And the body is likened to the temple or the church. Inside is the saints. These are all servants of the Most High Yah. We are in the body. We have to somewhere understand, if we are in the body, we are to represent the church in the body, not the church built with bricks. That's not the church. People, I understand. He even brought up Deuteronomy to me. And I said, well, Father, you bring that up all the time. Deuteronomy 28, that's the end game. These people don't know nothing about Deuteronomy 28 end game. They don't understand. And many of these men play these games. That's one game they cannot defeat. That's one game they cannot get victory. That's one game they cannot win. The best way to win Deuteronomy 28 is to salute that bad boy. Bam! I see where you're coming from, Father Yah. Because Yah is saying so much in Deuteronomy 28 endgame about destroying Israel and Judah. And this is what I find on these devil platforms, not these devil platforms, but on YouTube, you see all these people of Judah, the one that I step in. That's why I can say something about Celestial. You might not can, but I can. You see? You stand down out there. You don't know who I am. And I don't want you to know who I am. Because if you don't have the spirit of discernment and the spirit of the Ruach in you, that when Sarah and Elizabeth met, the Ruach in John the Baptist and the Ruach in Yeshua leaped. For what? For joy, because they on one accord. They come to work for the Father. And if I can stand on here and you can't discern who I am, then you ain't who you are. You see? I don't care what you go and like and subscribe and put up shields to protect, and you think this person is the best of the best. If you can't discern who I am, you and whoever you want to worship an idol ain't who they are. Who y'all think y'all are. Because the body of Christ should be able to leap when we see one another, or when we, not even when we hear each other. We should be able to, something in our spirit should leap if we got the same spirit of the Most High Yah. So people can't go around talking about trying the spirit by the spirit. Sit your tail down. You don't know how to try the spirit by the spirit. Because the first and foremost, it's the ruach in you teaching your own spirit that's in him that he imbibed to try the other spirits that's out here. And if you don't know how to do that, it's because you ain't got the spirit of the ruach in you, which is the Holy Spirit. You got it in your mind, but you ain't got it in your spirit. You got it in your mind, but you ain't got him in your spirit. And having him in your mind means you got him in your flesh. I said to you all about celestial, the prophet celestial. I think that's how they pronounce the name. I'm saying about her because many people are coming after the fact of her likes and her subscribers that she has. It ain't about her. Now, if they came after her, now watch this, y'all. Pay attention. That's why y'all lost. You're lost in darkness because you don't have spiritual understanding. You have natural fleshly understanding. You know how he said, he that is born of the flesh is of the flesh. That means he that's in the darkness is going to remain in the darkness, Deborah. But he that is born of the spirit is going to be in the spirit. They're going to be in the light. They're going to see the light for what it is. 99.9 of you all that's following people are in the darkness, calling it light. Have no idea of what's going on. None whatsoever. None whatsoever. All callings comes from the body. The servants, let's put it like that, of the Most High Yah, they reside in the body, you guys. It's called the body of Christ. It's the head. It's not the body of Yeshua. It's the body of Christ. And because you didn't know the difference between Christ and Yeshua, you're lost with the cause and without one, and you're on the outside of it. Because you don't know who Christ is. That's the head. The head carries the power. It has the word. It has the spirit of Yah that leads all his saints that's in his body. I'm not talking about a house built with bricks. My calling is not to bring down the world or to bring them to a level of where Yah has already had them. It don't give him glory for me to do that. I'd rather stay where he called me, in the shoulder, where I can close to that head, giving him praise, giving him honor, glorifying him, magnifying him, and not giving it to the world and letting the world think that it's about the world. I'm not going to be out here giving it to the world. And this is my last video regarding this, but I want to step into this in a way of saying you all had it wrong. Y'all had my lane wrong. And I wanted the one that comes in here and say, I want to make it clear. You don't make nothing clear here. You stand down. You sound like a clown at a circus. Buy you a couple of more tickets to the circus and go somewhere and sit down. And many of you all need to learn to shut your mouth while you sleep. So when you wake up, you'll realize you might learn something. Because your mouth is still running, because your mind is still going while you sleep. Shut your mouth when you sleep. Maybe when you wake up. That means when you wake up a new day, you've been and learned something. But you got to shut your mouth while you sleep. Because a lot of you running your mouth and ain't saying nothing. You can't come on here talking to Sister Deborah because I'm spirit and truth. I have the light in my right hand. It's nothing you can say. Your emotions, your feelings. I seen more bent up men on here trying to protect something, and they don't have no spirit and truth in them. Why you say that, Deborah? Where is the power? What is the power? Who is Christ? Who is Yeshua? Or Jesus, as you all know him? Who is that? Who is the power? Who is the right hand? Who is the stretched out arm? Where are the tools? Have you learned about the tools from the kingdom? Or do you know about that? Do you know about the body of Hamashiach, which is the body of Christ? Or do you know about that? See, these people don't teach you stuff like that. But these things are spirit and truth. Why isn't it you being taught these things? But you're being taught about how Yah's going to destroy the world. And you liking it because destruction. Judah and Israel has a mindset of destruction. That's why they seem like they praise all of this destruction that's going on in the world, even amongst their own people. They so numb to it that it's the norm that 6 babies can get killed from one woman killing all 6 of her children. Oh, they get excited to hear that. A man killing his best friend, man killing his mama and his daddy, a woman killing her sister, a man killing his whole family. That's all y'all want to listen to. That's all y'all want to hear. Y'all want to hear the destruction part. Y'all want to hear how y'all going to destruct something or how he's going to tear down something. Baby, let me tell you something. Do you know when he finished tearing down what he got to tear down, he coming for you? Do you understand that? See, what you didn't know, that he said the judgment going to start in the house. Ooh-wee. Why haven't y'all gripped that? And when that judgment, and it's taking place because I can see it, but it's coming in the form of total destruction among your people. But you want to hear how he want to destroy America. America been destroyed. And still being destroyed. And you're going to be right in it, being destroyed with them, in case y'all didn't know that. Because you ain't found your place in the body of Hamashiach of the protection. That's why my lane is in that shoulder. In that shoulder is where my lane is. You too ignorant to understand a lane that I said I had a lane. It ain't a lane of as if I'm out of the lane. I can come in the lane. I can go in the lane. I can go out of the lane. How about that? See, but you don't know nothing spirit and truth, so you don't understand what I'm talking about. You don't understand what I say truth. You don't understand when I say my lane. You don't understand spirit and truth. You don't understand the light. You understand everything that rests in the flesh. You understand destruction, violence, chaos. That's why you're on my platform. You ain't on my platform to give y'all no glory. You ain't on my platform to exalt the Most High Yah. You ain't on my platform to give him honor and praise. And pray that and be on here saying, well, we need to pray for the servants of the Most High Yah. You ain't on here talking about nothing. You on here to see what kind of chaos you can add on to and what you can take away. Sit down, clowns. You clown to the world, to this world. Y'all might as well join all these people who done flipped the script and going somewhere else and serving another God. Y'all might as well serve them too. Because when y'all serve another individual over y'all, you might as well go on over to the left side. Once y'all was dealing with me when I woke up and he was telling me all this stuff, I said, I'm going to go to this here and I'm going to pull out all this here. He said, for what? That's why that book been there for not thousands, but hundreds of years. And these people been here for thousands of years. Deborah, it's 2024. They still ain't got it. They don't even have spirit and truth. Even though Yeshua told them the time will come with spirit and truth. It's going to be about spirit and truth. And what? The light. They ain't got it. They ain't going to get it. It's not meant for them. You know what? And the energy of people trying to add and trying to take away, a lot of people I notice, they have a tendency of talking. And nothing they talk is spirit and truth. That's why they can't talk to me. You can't deal with me. You can't talk to me. You can't speak to me because you have no spirit and truth in you. You see, you don't see everything in the spirit realm first and foremost, and then the natural. You run over to the natural, and that's where you reside. Not knowing that when somebody is speaking, you have to be able to hear what is spirit and truth. Not so much as what fits your category or what you serve on the outside. Going over there to the outside where you serve. Because this platform ain't for it. So unsubscribe, don't like, and get your butt where you need to be. I don't need it. One said, oh, she's not even monetized. Who asked you who's monetized? Because you're too stupid to understand this battle ain't got nothing to do with monetized. People are getting money for people like you all liking, subscribing, praising, glorifying. magnifying them and making them out of idol gods. That's what they getting a check for. And you too ignorant. You sitting here saying to me, "Oh, she's not even monetized." That's not what monetized. That ain't got nothing to do with monetized. These people are getting funds to give you chaos, and you are so content with chaos to where you have no spiritual food in you. You are anorexium in the spirit, and a few days from dead in the spirit, because you over here on the left side enjoying the left darkness, thinking that the left side is giving you spiritual food. Let this individual bring out what Yah one says that Yah is giving them about how he's going to tear down the world. But when you step in the realm of Sister Deborah with trying to make the individual a God, to where you give Yah no praise, no glory, no honor, you ain't magnifying him, you ain't glorifying him, you are not getting food for your spirit. If Yah destroyed the whole part of the United States, how are you going to get glory? I mean, how is Yah going to get glory? I mean, how are you going to praise Yah? How are you going to exalt Yah? Because you're going to be in that same, you're going to be right in it when he destroyed. So where is you going to praise? How are you going to praise? What are you going to praise in? See, that's how I told you. You're so ignorant. You always get the spiritual and truth food before you get the worldly food of what's going on in the world. But you all don't know nothing about that, because you got that spirit. See, when Yah poured down tools, he poured down, he poured down born of the flesh and born of the spirit. He poured down the serpent seed and the spiritual seed. He poured down it in darkness and he that is in light. Woo-wee, he that is evil and he that is righteous. He poured everything down from the kingdom in twos. You better know what side you on. And when you outside praising a flesh of a person, you on that dark side. You on that Satan seed. You on that side of the flesh. You on that side of the darkness. Why? Because you cannot serve the outside and the inside and think you can spraddle in between. You either be about the Most High Yah, or you about what's on the outside of who Yah is, which is the world. And if the world is being destroyed and everything in it, an individual being destroyed, how are you getting any food for your spirit? Because they being destroyed. If Yah take down every, let's say, if Yah take down every pastor that's wicked and evil down, how are you getting food for your spirit? How is that doing anything for your spirit? What is it doing for you? It does a lot for you when you ain't in the body of Hamashiach. If it give you that energy that you somebody, because somebody is nobody. That's what most of y'all into with. Make it does something to you to know the chaos and the wicked and evil and the destruction in the world. It brings pleasure. Hold on. It brings pleasure to you to feel all the destruction going on in the land. So you can stand back and say, oh, praise the Most High. Oh, they doing this. They doing this. But y'all said, wait a minute. Hold up. Stand down. Search yourself. Judge yourself, devil. Because when you start to judge yourself, you'll find out you your worstest enemy. Not this world. Not this world. You are. You are your own worst enemy. He never told us Satan was our worst enemy. He never told us demons was our worst enemy. He told you your own worst enemy. Because you're too ignorant to know that you are a flesh and you are a spirit. And they constantly battle with each other every day. And that's why your spirit can't have any food in its anorexia, because it wants the chaos of the flesh. It wants to hear destruction and violence and what it's going to get destroyed. This going to get destroyed. After everything is destroyed, then you next. Or have you realized that? See, they just don't understand. You still over here. You still on the Titanic. That's why Judah is still where Israel and Judah is still where they at. 400 years then gone, and they still where they at. And I don't blame the Most High for having them right where they at until he show up and show out in a way that he's gonna, he is already judging the house of Israel. That's why they falling down like flies. They as loony as a loony bird. They out here ain't got a mind. You can go up and down any area of where our people are at, and you don't see no mind there. Deuteronomy 28 marked it. Until they are destroyed, Deborah. Why ain't nobody giving y'all that revelation? Why ain't nobody teaching y'all that? Why ain't y'all understanding Deuteronomy 28 end game? What's going on here? Why ain't nobody teaching and preaching that? Why ain't nobody teaching and preaching that he said he's going to deal with the house first? Why ain't nobody saying nothing about that? Why ain't nobody realizing that they're in Babylon? If Babylon is coming down when you still in Babylon. So what's the deal? What's the deal? Because you don't want spirit and truth. You just want to be in the midst of the chaos so you can take a side. But you don't understand all the tools that Yah created the earth with from the heaven they're already in their side. They already have been given their side. You either one or the other. And if you're about chaos, listen to chaos and confusion, that's what you are. You represent. Now, there is a lot of chaos on these devil platforms where people are going after the prophets, the prophetess, and the prophets. Okay? But I want to assure you of this. A prophet is subject to a prophet. So all of you dumb, stupid clowns out there that don't understand, I can speak to a prophet of the Most High Yah. I can speak to a false prophet as well. I stand toe to toe. You can. Because you stand toe to toe to the servants of the Most High Yah's prophet, then you're gonna be some trouble. That's why he got his servants to do his work, to be his mouthpiece. And the mouthpiece that Yah has for me, I don't know about any other prophets, if they are in the body of Hamashiach, okay, I would truly say this. We still have to represent the body. We cannot come out of the body and serve separately. You get what I'm saying? I know you all then already built your idol God, and you can keep your idol God. Let your idol God stay where you at, and you stay with it. But 99.9 don't understand the body of Hamashiach is the body of Christ. That's the head. He has a body. That's the true church, y'all. And inside that church are the saints. These are the true servants of the Father. Rest in the body. How is it that we have to be in the body but come outside the body to really focus on the world? You get what I'm saying? So if we are in the body and Yah sent us out of the body to deal with the world, then what is that saying? Oh, I just want to give you something to think about, something to really think about. So why would he put you in the body of Christ for you to deal with the world? So if we are dealing with the world, then why are we dealing with the body? You see? Why would you put me, Father, in the body, on the shoulder, to come out of the shoulder and level with the outer part of the body versus the inner part? Why am I outside the church? Why am I outside the church speaking to the world? Why ain't I in the church where many are pouring spirit, of many are not receiving spiritual food? But yet I'm going to go outside the church to make sure that I speak unto the world. That's the purpose of the body of Hamashiach, to be separate from the world. Because we that are in the body of Hamashiach, we got serious issues. Even though we in the body, we got a lot of issues. What's within us? What do we have that's powerful? We got the head. But we ain't no better than nobody. We ain't no different than nobody. We sin like everybody. We do wrong, but like everybody. But we're in the body. What part of that you don't get? We got a power that's over us. We are in the body. But I don't want to be in the shoulder of the body and out there speaking to the world in a way that I am not giving spirit and truth to the body. That's spiritual food. Giving light in this here body. And this is where the true unity rests, is within the body. Because the head is Christ. And he's not going to hold us blameless. Those that are in the body. We're going to be held blameless, you guys. So what I'm seeing is a lot of people out on the think that it's a lot of people on the outside of the body trying to measure individuals that said that they are the prophet, the prophetess, the chosen one. Everybody riding everything that is worth. They riding that horse. And everybody is tailing behind them. I say to you all out there, nobody can come up on the prophetess that's in the body of Hamashiach. I'm not finna put myself and other prophetess as servants of the Most High Yah on a big old pedestal. I'm not gonna do it, and I ain't gonna let you come to my platform and try that. We are servants of the Most High Yah. We are not to exalt ourselves, and you ain't gonna exalt us either. That's in the body. That's why I am in the wilderness, in the body of Christ. I'm in a place where Yah is constantly teaching me daily, speaking to me. And do I understand why? All I understand is there's got to be a time that's coming that is going to have to need what he's given me. Because I'm like saying, every day you speak to me like this, it is awesome. And most 99.9 of the time, guess what I say? Father, they don't know nothing about that. That's the first thing I say. Because that's just how distant people are. Being in the lane is when you in there, y'all. And we tend, as individuals that's in the body of Hamashiach or in the lane, in a lane, we'll come out to deal with the issues on the outside of my lane. So when the Father say get in your lane, he's just letting you know, baby, you got some security. You get in your lane, baby. They're going to be, why? Because Deborah, these things need be, baby. You can't stand on the mountain and proclaim anything to these people and think they're going to get it. So don't let what all that is invested in you, don't get caught up outside the lane. You got a lane. Get in your lane, baby. A place of security, safety, spiritual realm. That's what my lane is. What is yours? Or do you know? 99.9 of people who come on this devil platform to boost and uplift and put people on pedestals don't even know why they here. Oh, I'm this. Oh, I think I'm this. Oh, I'm saved. Oh, I got the Holy Spirit. Oh, I got the Ruach. Who are you in the body? I'm the prophetess in the wilderness. I want to check you. Who are you in the body? You don't even know. But yet you on this devil platform making sure you be the shield of somebody else. Now, like I said, I had a couple of comments of somebody that you know that a couple of people, I think it was one male and one female, they sounded like they could be in the body to me because they were more so saying how we need to seek Yah. That's what I like to hear. We need to really focus on turning people into the bosom of the Father, in a sense. This is what they're saying. They're not saying, oh, well, yeah, this person is this. Baby, you done got yourself lost because you have idol a God in your heart. 99.9 of the comments has idol this young lady in their heart. And she needs to do something to her audience to get that right. Because she's leading the flock to believe that she is a God. Whether you like what I'm saying or not. She needs to be founded coming back to where she needs to go. She needs to find her way. Will she? How can? I don't know. I don't know if she will. Because what you all did not know, you can run your trap, but you on the outside looking in. I don't have to be where she at. I don't have to be before her. I don't have to be at her house, on her platform. I don't have to see her platform, which I don't. The gift that he gave me is spirit. I can discern you without even being in the midst of you. That's what the spiritual gifts are for. It ain't for somebody that's up on you, your neighbor, somebody in your face, somebody you looking at. No, it's a gift in the spirit realm. It bypassed this YouTube. That's how sick you all are. You all don't know the gifts of the spirit. He said, try the spirit by the spirit. You can't try the spirit by the spirit when you don't know what the rest behind your spirit is. You can be the spirit of darkness. You can be the spirit of light. But how you gonna try spirit by the spirit? You can be the spirit of darkness trying the spirit of darkness. 99.9 of the time, that's exactly what it is. But when you step into the realm of the spirit of the Most High Yah, now you try the spirit based on the spiritual spirit. So therefore, you don't have to be in the presence of somebody. You can be right where you at and be able to discern a person that's not even in the midst of you, that you're not seeing, because it's a spiritual discerning. And that's why I say y'all sad out there. Y'all are sad on the devil platform. That's why I have 6 years called it a devil platform, because the devil put an album on and all of y'all butts start dancing. Don't even know what the words are being said with the album he putting on here. He put that album on and that music started playing. Everybody started dancing, liking and subscribing and praising and uplifting. Oh, they like that music when Satan put it on here. They don't even understand. They can't even discern what is going on. Because you either of the world or you of the spirit of Yah. You are about the Most High Yah, or either you're about the world. And the world going to love its own. It's going to uplift itself. It's going to boost. It's going to like. It's going to subscribe. It's going to magnify. But my issue yesterday was I see so many people in this day and time, males and females, going after Celestial, Prophetess Celestial, Celestial. And they going after, and I've tried to get you all to see it, but I see y'all have not. You all jumped on the bandwagon. Oh, he correct you and he correct your error. You a fool. You a fool. You a fool. The Ruach is in me. So I'm corrected even when I'm corrected. So it ain't something that the Father said, you was wrong. You did. You just is silly. Because you don't know no better. You know that fleshly realm. That's all y'all know. That's all y'all understand. You don't understand the spiritual realm of somebody like me stepping into it. That's why I like the lane that I'm in. And I like the narrow gate that I found the way. See if you find a way. I know what a narrow gate. Do you? Do you? Have anybody told you where the narrow gate is at, since you found the broad gate, where all the destruction is coming from? Oh, you hear about the American going down this, all this. Oh, you found that gate. But have you found the narrow gate, which is the way that leads to life everlasting? Have you found the gate that leads in that direction? No, you haven't, because you haven't gained any spiritual food. You're anorexic in the spirit. You don't know the 4 brands of the Most High Yah, but righteous belief, faith, and fear. That's branded in the spirit of individuals that comes down here to be the servants of the Most High Yah. You don't have or show or have any spiritual gifts from above. You don't know your purpose from above. You don't know the difference between the lane that's narrow and the lane that's broad. You best bet the lane that's narrow gonna always be narrow. That's why the messages that I give focus on this devil platform about the Most High Yah. Even though I'm a prophetess, I have taught any and everything that represent the Most High Yah. I will not give you a clown show. I will not sell you tickets so you can go the direction you already heading. This platform is strictly about spirit and truth in the right hand. He said, my people perish. One thing I like about that part where he said, my people, he let you know my people, but I don't give a crap if they perish, Deborah, due to lack of knowledge, because they reject knowledge. So you out of it. No kingdom for you. Because they reject knowledge. They perish. They come in the world and they go out, not even having what you got, Deborah, what you have to give them. They have not. Anorexia in the spirit and walk around here with a full meal deal in the flesh, going nowhere but in circles. On this devil platform I've been hearing lately, and I stepped into the situation because I'm hearing people talk about this particular lady, and she's not bothering anyone. And in my mind, I said, why are they bothering her so much? And then the spirit says, just check out what's going on the outer. And when the spirit said, check on what's going on the outer, then I had to come out of the spiritual lane and go on the outer side and see what's going on in the outer. And what's going on in the outer, man, on the outer, which is in the world, is they're hating on her because people are paying her a lot of attention. People are liking her and subscribing to her and praising her and putting her in a level of worship in her, because when she says something, y'all gets no glory. When she teach something, y'all gets no glory. Y'all gets no praise. Y'all gets no honor in nothing she say and do. You see? So therefore, they not about her representing Yah. They're about her getting subscribers, likes, and praise. And people are tuning into her. That's what they are jealous and envy about. That's the point I was trying to get you all to see. But like the Father say, Deborah, you stand down. You cannot get darkness to see light. You can't do it. You cannot get unrighteous and wicked and evil to see righteous, Deborah. You cannot do it. I know I've been with you since you was a child, but you cannot give this to them. If I have not, that's the key. If I have not given it to them, don't think because I've given it to you, you can get on this devil platform and they gonna get it. He said the word of who I am, they still haven't got it. I am the word, and the word is me, Deborah. I was in the beginning. They knew me not. He's saying that they don't even know who the word is. They take words and live by them over the word. It's like believing the creature than the creator, serving the creature than its creator, because they rather serve the creature and what they teach and preach and give you than focusing on he that is in the spirit, which is the creator forever. That's how sick you are out there. And again, I don't want your likes. I don't need your subscribers. I don't need your words. I don't need your comments. I don't need nothing from you. Because if you are a part of the body of Hamashiach and you are full understanding of spirit and truth, because if you're not full understanding of spirit and truth, you lost with the cause without one. And your dark gonna look like it's light the rest of your life. You're gonna be walking in darkness and calling it light. You're going to be walking in destruction and calling it the narrow gate. You're going to be walking here in the flesh and calling it the ruach. So that's where I'm at. And that's what I was talking about yesterday. But what a lot of people make it look like that you're trying to, it's good you error and that you correct yourself. Baby, you don't even know who you're talking to. You missed it. Shh, went over your head. You don't even understand what is being said. Y'all so far left, you don't know what right look like. You so in darkness, you don't know what a pin needle of light would look like. That's how far over on the other end, on the deep end you are. But heaven knew it. Everything he did is in twos. He even wrapped it up at the end of it all. The lake of fire and eternal life in the head kingdom. That's two. Two direction. You was already written, predestined, ordained, and foreknew your direction before you got down here on the earth. So don't think in the twos on the earth didn't come to the twos down here on the twos in the heavens didn't come to create the twos on the earth. Which one are you? Are you born of the flesh or are you born of the spirit? Are you the serpent seed or the woman seed, which is the spiritual seed? Are you of the darkness or are you of the light? Are you evil or are you righteous? Come on now. Are you hot or are you cold? The twos. The way the Father created this earth is based on the twos in the kingdom. Which one are you? Or do you know? Someone says it's better to correct it down here than when you get in the heavens and Yah has to judge you. You sound like a fool. You know why you sound like a fool? Why do you think he said judge yourself daily? Why do you think that Yah is going to correct something in the kingdom? Because you're ignorant. You don't understand the kingdom already corrected everything before the foundation of the world, before the heavens and earth was created. He had already corrected everything. That's what Yeshua was trying to remind you all through the being tempted by the Satan. It is written. Even Satan had sense enough to turn back and reverse it on Yeshua. It is written. What poor child don't get? It is written. It ain't about what you say, what you do, what you think, what you feel. Heaven's got you wrote in and wrote out. So you can uplift, up boost, up energize, motivate, keep your strides and your lights to yourself. I don't need them over here. I'm strictly spirit and truth with the light in my right hand. 99.9 don't even know what the light is. 99.9 don't know what spirit and truth is. 99.9 don't know what the body of Hamashiach is. 99.9 don't know what the right hand and the stretched out arm is. 99.9 don't know who the Son of Man is and the Son of God. 99.9 don't know the power. Sit y'all tails deep down because you don't know nothing. Follow the broad gate in which is the way and your direction of destruction. Stay off this page. I don't want to hear your comments. You ain't got nothing for this one. Not me. I'm not the one. I'm the one that can step into any and everybody. In case you didn't know that. You won't know it because you don't know spirit and truth. You don't know enough about the Most High Yah and how he rumbled. How he pulled up and he pulled down. But you got to see his right hand pulling up and pulling down. And you don't know how to see his right hand pulling up and pulling down when you get your clown tail somewhere and sit down and buy you more tickets on the clown shows on this devil platform. Because this is not the one. You got it all wrong. You had it all wrong. And the Father already been teaching me throughout time. Deborah, these things need be. These things need be, baby. I know you want to give them what I gave you, but baby, they can't receive it. They didn't even receive me. You think they're going to receive you? They receive the world and the world destruction and all the things that somebody can tell them what y'all going to do to this, did, but they won't receive who I am. That's why I say to you, Deborah, I am who I say that I am. And when you come to know who that is, you realize you ain't been doing nothing but acting like a clown on these devil platforms, playing in all this darkness because you love confusion and destruction. Y'all said the broad gate leads to destruction. That's what y'all love. Y'all love that broad gate. Why you love the broad gate? Because you love it when a lot of people are following the same direction. That's the broad gate. Y'all didn't even know that, did you? That's why I can say something. You can't say nothing because you ain't got spiritual and truth within you. You don't know your spirit from your flesh because you riding on soul. I'm not the one. Don't come on to this page with your comments. Keep it for yourself because the only one going to hear is just you. I'm going to take it straight and throw it in the trash. You're going to waste your own time talking to yourself. How about that? How you like me now? It's a lot of chaos going on in the land. And the Father said, Deborah, this need be. This need be. You remember I told you it's over, baby? It's over. Remember I tell you it's finished? It's finished. The more I shows you that this is what you see. Is what I've seen from the kingdom. And it bothers, make me want to cry when I think of him saying that to me. You think you seeing something, Deborah? Just think of it, Deborah. Just sit down and think. How I feel sitting on the throne looking down at them idling and worshiping and praising and glorifying a flesh, a creature, instead of me, Deborah, who created all things from the kingdom. He said, Deborah, this need be. I know you got it. You got it right. You had it right. That's why I dealt with you since you was a little girl, because this is the way I created you. I brought you into the world knowing who I was, who I am, and who I have been. Before the foundation of the world was the first topic I taught you. That's why you can tell somebody something, because you know what it was before the foundation of the world, and that all things rest there before it is here. And when you don't know what took place before the foundation of the world, you can't tell this sister nothing. That's one of my way of knowing who's who also. How can people, I even sit back and try to figure out how could people be preaching and teaching on this devil platform? What is teaching? What is preaching? What is teaching? What is preaching? What is prophesying? Do we do that out of our flesh, or do we do it out of our spirit? The Father say, pull up the tools, Deborah. There's a prophesying in the flesh, and there is a prophesying in the spirit. There is a teaching in the flesh, and there is a teaching in the spirit. See, y'all don't know nothing about the tools from the kingdom. Revelation chapter 10, verse 7. The mystery is over, Deborah. I'm finished. The baton has been given to the prophets, the servants. They've got to take it from here. And you think that his servants, the prophets, is the fake, false prophets and false servants? No. How would you be able to identify the servants of the Most High Yah? Because it's going to be about the Most High Yah and not about the individual. They're not going to have subscribers and likes on down the line following them because of what they say to the world. They're going to be feeding you food for your spirit and not food for your flesh. So you can be able to be entertained in your flesh. That's what people like. They like all that entertainment on this devil platform in the flesh. They marvel off of that. They magnify, they glorify, because they love destruction. Why? Why do they love destruction, Father? Because that's the tools, Deborah. One gate leads to life and the other one leads to destruction. That's why they like to hear a lot of chaos. So I say unto you, that's all that's going on with individuals. I was explaining to you the reason why they hate Celestial, Prophetess Celestial, and other prophetess. They hate them because of their following. Who's following them, you guys? They don't hate them because they are people of Yah. Now watch, hear me now, hear me. I'm finna step on somebody's toes. I'm finna make the serpents mad. I'm finna crush the head of the serpent. You better get out of here while you got a chance. You better get out, you better get out, you better get out, because I'm about to crush your head, serpent. So slither your butt out of here like you slithered your butt in here. And I mean now, because your head about to get crushed. So here we go. They're sitting here jealous and envy and upset and disappointed with those on one side and they on the other side. You think they actually mad at the the prophets because they are women of God? The prophetess because they are women of God? No, they're not mad at them because they're the prophets of yesterday. They're not mad at them for that reason, people. They mad at them because they got more subscribers and likes and praise. They got more followers. They got more finances. And shut y'all ugly mouth telling me about monetized. I don't give a rest behind who's monetized. I'm trying to get you to see the reason why the chaos is going on. And yes, she gets a check like every one of them that's jealous. That's the problem. They getting the same. That's what y'all miss. That's what I was trying to get y'all to see yesterday. Is that this hate among each other and jealousy and envy is those who are hating those who are got more people following them. They got more people listening to them. They got more people praising them, liking and subscribing. What do that mean? A bigger check. So sit your tails down talking about monetize. This ain't got nothing to do with monetize. This got to do with the more praise you get, the more likes and subscribers you get, the more how would you say it? The more praise you get. Not so much as your praise, but your likes and your subscribers. Basically, your subscribers. The more of those that you get on your platform, the more money you get. Get your tail off this devil platform if you don't understand how it rumbles. Because 99.9 of you don't. It ain't got nothing to do with no monetize. That ain't monetized. And people gets it based on how many people following them, how many people are flocking to them, how many people are listening to them. That's what is going on. And y'all will open up the doors to let it be so. But you got to get back into your own instructions and direction. But why? Because Yah is not giving you his Holy Spirit and you that ignorant on the outside. Not knowing that a prophetess was back in the days. Does it match the prophetess of today? First and foremost, no matter which one, they have to be able to be on this platform, magnifying the Most High Yah, exalting who he is, what he is, who he was, what he gonna be. Even if nobody else want to magnify him or glorify him and honor him, the prophets of the servants of the Most High Yah must give him the glory. If not, then the world loves its own. See, the difference is why is the gate narrow? Because it leads to the right way, life, eternal. Well, why is the gate broad that leads to destruction? Because people like destruction more than they like the narrow gate that leads to show you the way with the light to the narrow to the life, eternal life. They don't like that way, Deborah. They don't want the light. They don't want spirit and truth in the narrow gate. They want the destruction that's going on. So this is the problem. Yesterday I was trying to give you, but I realized what the Father was saying this morning. He said, is if they don't have the spirit, they are of the flesh, they're not going to see it in the realm of the spirit. That's why they ain't going to give no proper comments, or they're not going to look my way. They're going to stay in the way of the idol, the person they want to idol. Now watch this. He said it was about, I said it was about what he was allowing me to speak on was yesterday. And it was about saying that all these chaos about the prophet, stop running around here telling who's the false prophet and that's and the fake prophet. You are a fake teacher. How can you talk about who's the fake and false prophet when you're a fake teacher? See, what is actually taking place, You all is not measuring none of it. And this is what's sad. Hear me right here. None of you all are measuring it from the kingdom level. You all are measuring it from the earthly level. That's going back to flesh. You all are not measuring these situations from the kingdom level. You were measuring it from the earthly level. The only way y'all let you measure it in the lane of destruction. Because if you're measuring it from the kingdom level, then you'll measure it as I see it from the kingdom level, and as the spirit of the Ruach in you will show you that this has nothing to do with the kingdom level. People, these people who are talking about a false prophet, and she's a false prophet, and not just her, y'all. It's just not her. It's a lot of them that got a lot of subscribers, a lot of like, and they're traveling, they're doing this and they doing that. They hate on them. It's not because they represent Yah. Why is it the people, Father, that cock and pick and blind? Why is it they that blind? Because they cannot see, Deborah. I haven't given them the eyes to see, baby. And I've told you that over and over. They can't see if I don't give them the eye to see. Baby, they can't hear if I don't give them the ear to hear. So they got to hear the destruction, and that's what they enjoy. That's what I let them hear. Now, the key to it, going back to the key. They're not mad at Prophetess Celeste. They're not mad at her from doing anything in heavenly. They mad at her because she got subscribers and likes, and she pulling more uh, followers. That's all it's about, y'all. This is the devil platform. That's the type of game they play. Everybody's on this platform to try to get likes and subscribers. You think I give a rat's behind? I'm going to be on here on the devil platform talking about the Most High Yah, glorifying the Most High Yah, exalting the Most High Yah, and giving him all praise and honor. I'm going to give you what he gives me every day. He always giving me something. He always teaching me something every day. And you know what that makes me understand? When you can pull up and wake up and he on you, just telling you this, and you start say, wait a minute, Father, these people don't know nothing about that. They don't understand that, because he's teaching me in the spirit realm. That's the wilderness in which, that's my school. That's where I go, in the wilderness, to be taught by the Most High Yah. I know it. Man taught you the wilderness in the way of the flesh, but when you know what the wilderness is in the spirit, even John the Baptist was in the wilderness. Where are y'all at? Huh? You don't know, because you don't know the difference from spirit and truth, and the ways of the world and the way of the flesh. So they're not angry with each other on these devil platforms. That's why I'm trying to get y'all to understand. It has no spiritual connection to it. Y'all get what I'm saying? It has no spiritual connection to it. It's jealousy, hate, and envy, because one has got more fame than they do. That's why this is a devil platform. One is having more fame than the other, and they jealous and envy for it. That's about right. Devil put an album on YouTube, and everybody start clamming on top of it to what? To tell y'all what's going on the album, what the album is saying. That's the devil platform. Anything happen in the world, everybody jump on it. And they begin to tell you, oh, they did, and then they begin to tell you, Yah said, God said, and everybody jump on every album Satan put on this devil platform, and they wear it out. That has nothing to do with the spiritual, spirit and truth. That has nothing to do with food for your spirit. You all are anorexic in the spirit, and you are obese in your flesh. You have no spirit and truth. You have no light in your right hand. That means that light allowed you to see in the midst of all this darkness, to where you could have seen that, oh, that sister is talking about, yeah, they hating on each other for the outer man. They ain't hating on each other for who they are in the inner man. That's what I was explaining to you about the body of Hamashiach and being in the body of Hamashiach. Now, what is happening, what y'all going to see, now y'all going to have to see what you did. You came on the wrong page. Y'all shouldn't have never came on my page, because now y'all is going to deal with a situation, and y'all all, the whole world is going to see. Y'all going to have to deal with that, because you all have stomped on him once again to give flesh the praise over the spirit of Yah. He got no glory, no honor, no nothing. Nothing nobody can teach on here that'll cause someone to seek Yah. And I found that out to be true. And that to me, I look at it and I tell the Father all the time, it's time to get up out of here. It's time for me to get up off here. Ain't nobody on here want to follow spirit and truth. Nobody want to follow the light. That means, yeah, I'm in the body of Hamashiach. I'm about spirit and truth. I'm about the light. You all about the destruction and the chaos on the outside of the body of Hamashiach. But yet you want to proclaim you in the body. You ain't in nobody's body, but your own. And you better check yourself, because he said, judge yourself daily, that no man may judge you. So the whole ideal of all this chaos about who's the prophet and who's the false prophet and this is a bad prophet, they ain't after her because she's a spiritual woman. They ain't chasing that lady about because she Celeste, prophetess Celestary, and that other prophetess, what's her name? It's begin with a T. Whatever her name is, and any other prophet. They are not they not after them, you guys, because they are anointed. They not after them because they are anointed, y'all. They after them out of jealousy and envy, because they disappointed because they getting likes and subscribers and they getting praised and they getting glorified and they getting put up on pedestal. The wrong thing to do, y'all. That's the wrong thing to be out here trying to be. Oh, yes, because then you allowing the world to see you above Yah, and they already see you there. So now you got to come back and correct that. If not, then you stay on that pedestal, and then Yah gonna show up and show out in his way, his time, and in his moment, in his second. So I advise each and every last one of you all, you better get it right. Because if y'all don't get the glory about what you saying he giving you, and he don't get no glory and honor from the people after you're telling them, then it's not about Yah. It is about you. Why would Yah give people the prophecy where he's not going to get the glory and the outcome as one that has released the prophecy? The Father said in Matthew chapter 10, verse 7, that the only way y'all going to get the mystery is through the servants, the prophets. And I said to the Most High, yeah, I like how they put it in the instructions and direction, because they first said servants. They mean Yah's servants shall you receive the prophecy. And if it's Yah's servants that's giving the mystery, it's going to be like John that's giving us the whole revelation, what he's saying he's seen, and everybody else that gave us an example of Yeshua HaMashiach and they gave us an example of who Yah is. That is what we need to be talking about. That's what should be exalted. That should be glorified. Will it be? No, it won't. It's not going to work, y'all. You know why it ain't going to work? The Father says it's over. It's finished. That means Sister Deborah can talk till she can't talk no more. She can talk till she can't even walk no more. It ain't gonna matter. People are where heaven assigned them to. People are where heaven has written them in. And what people don't understand, all the destruction, one might give you a warning of coming on America. America gonna destruct themselves. You all don't understand the power of the right hand and the stretched out arm of the Most High Yah. He is who he say he is. I'm the I am. I can be this. I can be that. I can be this. I am who I say that I am, not who you think I am. And I give him glory and honor for being the all I am, all by himself. He don't need you and he don't need me. And what is happening is people are in a place where if they don't be able to look within themselves and see where they stand in the body of Hamashiach, in the Father, then if they enjoy the praises on the outside versus the praises of magnifying and glorifying and praising in the body of Hamashiach and in Yah, then something wrong. That's what they chasing. That's what they are after. They're not after no one's anointed. They're after and they're praising the destruction that is being spoken. That's what they're praising. And then the other ones are hating on them because of the likes and the subscribers, the support and the comments. Everybody are doing that, and they don't understand they are participating in the hate that one has toward one another. Why? Because They're envy and jealousy because I thought I had a lot of subscribers in life. And now this one over here is getting a whole lot. And I don't like how many she got. And everybody paying her attention. Men are talking about her. Women are talking about everybody putting her up on the pedestal. Everybody that when I'm envy and I'm jealousy and I'm going to talk about, hey, well, that she can't, she's a false prophet. How you going to call somebody false because you're looking on the outside of what's going on with them? And you ain't realized you don't need to even say anything about that individual because that individual said pretty much about themselves. Because when y'all don't get the glory out of what someone is saying, and we ain't recognized it, say, for instance, Deborah, if I see somebody teaching and they are speaking, I got to somewhere see where I can give y'all the glory. Well, wait a minute, you saying this? Oh, you saying y'all said this, y'all said this, y'all said this, y'all said this, y'all said this. Wait a minute. Father, where can I give you the glory? What where how do you get the glory out of it? See, that's what they didn't know. So it's nothing about the person's anointed or the person position as a prophetess or a prophetess of Yah. It has nothing to do with it. Because Yah is not in the midst of any glory in getting. He received no glory out of that. Because where's his glory? What did he get glory for? When it happened, oh, then she said it. She said it. She's the true prophet. She's the true prophet. Well, where's the glory of Yah? Where's the honor and the praise? Why are we exalting him? You see how messed up from the floor up y'all mindset is? This is people who are born of the flesh. They don't know that they are not born of the spirit. So they think that they are born of the spirit. They feel that they are born of the spirit, but they are born of the flesh because they cater to the flesh and not the spirit. They don't understand the realm of spirit and truth and the light on the right hand side. They so embedded into darkness, they can't even come out of darkness because they have no light to lead them. They have no light to follow. So they have to rest themselves right in that darkness. Horrible place to be. But the Father says unto me, Deborah, this need be. This need be. He has to say that to me because I be in the feeling of, hey, wait a minute, my flesh be like, but Father, they can't see you, they can hear you, they don't understand, they ain't getting it. That's what my flesh be saying. Because my spirit be like, okay, you said it, Father. You already spoke it. You meant it. You said it. You was, you is, you shall be. It's going according to that wonderful will of you. I give him the glory and the praise. I don't turn around and say, oh, yeah, she said that was going to happen. She said it. Oh, she this and she that. If you thinking that's why these people are jealous, no. These people are envy, no. They're not talking about that part of that individual and what that individual said, how people said this person. They jealous of the fact. They're not jealous of her because she's in the body of Hamashiach or she is the spiritual servant of the Most High. They're not jealous of that part, which they're supposed to. See, that's what y'all don't get. That's what you all missed. And you didn't get it. And you're not going to get it. It's not meant for you to get it. It is written that you won't get it. They jealous because someone is outbeating them to the worldly matters. And y'all out here clowning right along with them. That's even them. They're talking about those who say they chosen. Many of them will say they chosen. I told y'all that. It's confusing to a prophetess in the wilderness. Not a dead prophet, but a living one. It's confusing to me when I hear all these people saying they chosen. I said, do they understand what that means? Do they understand what that means? You even got a lot of Europeans, a lot of other nations saying they chosen. They don't even understand what chosen is. Many are categorizing themselves that they chosen. They're not coming on here to say that they chosen. They're coming on here to play that destructive game, like many of you like. They're not coming on here so that my Father can get the glory and the honor and the praise. Everybody on here trying to play a destructive game. They all walking straight into the broad gate to play the game, because the games are played in the broad gate, not in the narrow. The narrow carries the light. It shows you the way. But the broad gate is a place where you can hear a lot of destruction going on. And many go in it thinking it's the light. And they walk straight in it thinking they got it. Oh, I got this nail. I'm in there. I'm going with her. I'm going with him. We going in here with you. Yeah, you sure right. You this, you this, you this. Why? Because all they hear is destruction. Why ain't you getting food for your spirit? You ain't recognize you ain't getting food for your spirit. You ain't getting spirit and truth. You ain't getting the light. You're getting destruction. I already got that. Because when Yah spoke it to me, what is going to happen and what has happened from the kingdom, I was sealed. I didn't have to get to the earth to hear it. The Father gave me the kingdom first. How he set it up from the kingdom before it was on the earth. So I'm good. I'm like John. I'm good. I salute that thing, Father. I see what you're saying. I get it. I get it. I get it. I get it. I'm not down here trying to convince you that I got a gift to show you something that's going to go taking place. No, no, no. That's not my calling. I'm in the shoulder. Which shoulder? That side of the body of Hamashiach. And when he say stay in your lane, he said stay in the shoulder. Because when you see this stuff going on here, that's going on, you have every right to go outside your lane because you are flesh as well. But I just want to remind you, baby, you got a lane. Get in your lane. You don't have to deal with this mess. You see? So they got it. They had it all wrong when they said, Yah said, get in the lane. And when he was giving me a correction, he was giving me a correction out of him, y'all. Y'all made the correction out of her. Like, see, she's the king. She's the God. She's the... Y'all wrong. The correction wasn't that he was correcting me out of what y'all thought he was correct. No, he was correcting me in the spiritual understanding that I will send Deborah individual to the other nations. Why didn't he get the glory? Why didn't you say, praise the Most High Yah for his correction? Praise the Most High Yah for his revelation or his fullness of what he want us to know. No, they over here talking about, oh yeah, because she never said nothing about the Most High Yah. So y'all done caused it to rain on somebody. You shouldn't have did it like that, but you did it. And the Father, he taught me a great lesson early this morning. He told me to pick up my phone and see that. And I'm going to I'm gonna take down the video of yesterday. And I'm gonna let this one here that I'm on now stay up for 24 hours. And I'm gonna take it down. I don't need your likes. I don't need your subscribing. I don't need your support. I don't need nothing about you that represents the world. I'm about spirit and truth. I serve the Most High Yah in the body of Hamashiach. And when you cannot understand this prophet speaking to you in the spiritual realm, stand your clown tail down and go on over in the dark side where you can understand, because you want to go in that lane of destruction. People are not content till they get in the lane where there's a lot of destruction going on, a lot of chaos. And this is not the one. This ain't the lane for you. Because on this lane, Genesis chapter 3 and verse 15, that serpent head gonna get crushed. So your head will get crushed pulling up on this lane as the serpent seed. Your head is going to get crushed because over here is spirit and truth and the light. You see, I turn light on in the midst of any darkness. That's why I say I can say something to any false prophet and any prophet of the Most High Yah, or any prophet of the Most High Yah that said it, they're the prophets of the Most High Yah. Who can say something? I can. How can you say something, Deborah? How dare you? Who gave you? He gave me the light in my right hand to see. What's the light for? To see in darkness, to see things for what it really is. That's what he means when he said, get in your lane. That means that no matter how you're able to use the gift I've given you, understand you got a lane to pull up in. And that is a lane that's spiritual. I don't have to stay in y'all darkness and walk and talk and act in your darkness and in your destruction and your chaos on this devil platform. I know it's a devil platform. I don't dance to every album that the devil put out here and I start dancing and sliding and doing all kind of moves on this mess that's on this devil platform. You all, that's for you all. It's here for you. Use it. But when I'm on this devil platform, I give all glory and honor to the Most High Yah for allowing me to have a spot on this devil platform to speak and give him the glory and the honor for who he is and who he was and who he's going to be. I don't know who you serving. I do know who you're serving, but you don't want me to tell you. You already done told yourself about how you conducted yourself. Don't get on this darn devil platform and come to my comment and say anything to me, because if you say anything, I'm gonna say something back and then I'm gonna wipe your tail out, because nothing you say mean nothing. You ain't in spirit and truth. You in that worldly flesh matter. And you never miss what I was saying. You never caught what I was saying. Again and again. These people on this devil platform, sitting on this devil platform, battling one another in the way of the world. Catch that. Why can't you get that? Won't you grip that? No one grips it. Because they like chaos. They like confusion. They don't want the light in the midst of nothing. They want the darkness because they like that broad gate that leads to destruction. They are so content in it. They are so set in it. You pull up with the light, they get the light confused and just gonna make it darkness. Baby, since you ain't never been on my page, you don't know what the lane is that y'all created for me. It's a lane you cannot enter in. So don't try with the definition of a lane in the flesh, because it's a lane in the spirit that he's speaking of when he tell me to get in the lane. Hello. I know you didn't know that, and you ain't gonna know it if he ain't giving you a lane. A prophet is subject to a prophet. I am a prophet. A prophet is subject to a prophet, like unto a prophetess is subject to a prophetess. All right. So then, therefore, I, Sister Deborah, is a prophetess that sat in the midst of Judah and Israel. So therefore, anybody that's in Judah and Israel, I can say something to. You see what I'm saying? Why? Because that's my assignment. And if I can say something to another prophet, in Yah, that's all well if they are in the body of Hamashiach and they are of Judah and Israel. Why? Because we are subject to one another. But on this devil platform, you're subject to the devil's platform as prophets and prophetess. Nobody can't say nothing to you. Why? Because you only understand subscribers, likes, praise, glorifying, being exalted, being told that you said it, you said it, you said it, me, 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 me. Where is the glory of my Father? Father, they missed it, didn't they? No, Deborah, I told you. They missed it before the foundation of the world because I missed them. They are clocked in. One of the twos. The book of life or the books to the lake of hell. How you like him now? He already got you written. That's what Yeshua was telling Satan. Satan, you can say what you want, Satan. You can say what you want. You can tempt and whatever. Heaven's got it written. Ah, hallelujah. Now one of you understood that. He's telling the devil, you can't say nothing. I can't say nothing. It's already written. And I said unto you as a prophetess in the wilderness, you can't say nothing. It is already written. And when I, at 4 years old to now, can understand, because he taught me what took place before the foundation, before the foundation of the world, he taught me that level first. So that led me to realize everything from that time on don't mean a rat's behind, because heaven has assigned it to be what it is on the earth. So where do I go? Back to the bosom of he that created it all. Where else do I give my glory? To the bosom of he on the throne, the Most High Yah. Where do I give my praise? To he that's on the throne, the Most High Yah. Who do I give my glory? Him. Who do I glorify? The Most High Yah. Who do I exalt? The Most High Yah. Why? Because he has written it all before the foundation of the world. So why am I glorifying you down here and magnifying you and uplifting you and praising you, putting you up on a pedestal as someone is telling me something? Y'all already spoken. It is written. It is on the earth already. We're supposed to be magnifying him, glorifying him in any and everything we prophesy. What did that angels, he said, who could go down and actually be the spirit to confound 100 prophets? When this one angel said, I tell you what, I go down and be the lion spirit. Huh, don't mess with my Father. Don't mess with my Most High Yah. Sit your tails down and learn who the right hand is. Learn who the stretched out arm is. Learn who Christ is. Learn who Yeshua is, which is Jesus, as they call it. Learn who Yeshua and Hamashiach is. Separate, and then put them bad boys together and get a fullness of what you can learn, of what you can understand. Because you all are bent up and bent down. And you know why he said denying the power? Because 99.15 billion have denied the power that rests therein. Because you're so busy giving the outer man glory to where you ain't recognized he that is the one that get the glory is he that rests within you, who's greater than he that is in the world. Why ain't he getting some glory? Oh no, we think it's about magnifying somebody. And when you're magnifying them people, what is it doing? It's causing chaos, y'all. It's causing confusion in your little black box. What do you mean, little black box? Well, let me tell you, these people didn't know that YouTube, Facebook, got Negroes in a little black box. They can't even come out that box. Sometimes Europeans, based on when they see them, they can go into their box. They can come out of their box. But your tail ain't going out of the box. They got you in a certain area on YouTube, in a certain area on Facebook. You in the black box. And if you in that black box and ain't realize that you in that black box, then therefore, okay, if I'm in this black box, what am I going to represent in this black box? How can I represent the Most High Yah in this black box? You can. But you got to make sure you don't get the glory. You don't get the honor. You don't get the praise. You don't get the recognition. You got to step into the spiritual realm, which the spirit realm has to step into you. And that's the Ruach HaKodesh, which the world calls the Holy Spirit. And I call it the Holy Spirit, the Holy Ghost. I call it whatever I want it. Because when you know what it is, can't nobody tell you that it is. See, and when you know it like that, you know it from the inside, not the outside. It's not what you see and believe. It's what you cannot see. Your butts better learn to believe. Because the power rests in what you cannot see. Not what you constantly seeing on this devil platform. It's what you cannot see. It's the truth of the whole matter. Take me all the way back to where I was. I don't want your likes, your subscribers, your praise, your glory, your finances. I don't want nothing because you ain't got nothing that can glorify my Father, that can honor him. You don't have no fruits of the Spirit. You don't have no works of the Spirit. Sit down, clowns. The fruits of the Spirit is spirit. The works of the Spirit is spirit. The works of the Spirit is spirit. The fruits of the Spirit is spirit. Where you got your tail? In the flesh trying to get it to be the fruit? Come on now. You will know them by their fruit. He's talking to me. He ain't talking to you. He ain't talking to you. You will know them by their fruit. And their fruit is spiritual. And their fruit got to represent the Most High Yah. And their fruit, you got to see Yah's glory coming out of their fruit. You got to see the Father glory coming out of their works. But when you can't see Yah, and what is his glory? You got to see his power. You got to see that right hand. You got to see that stretched out arm. And you can't see none of that, but you can see flesh and get it the glory, it the praise. That it's saying something that's come to pass. This is how sick the people's minds are. And it ain't it's not even about what an individual is saying, if that person is a true prophetess or a true prophet or a true chosen one or not a true chosen, a fake chosen one. It ain't even about that. Y'all, it's a game. And you all who normally follow me, you all, I'm telling y'all, it's a game. It's another one of their gameplay. And they all love that game that they playing. It ain't got nothing to do with the anointed Father, the Father's anointed. Something we should be pleading, begging to have in our life. And I'm like trying to figure out, Father, I mean, these people can't see what's going on. And that's why they don't have a spiritual eye. and Judah and Israel, y'all sought me in the midst of you. You going down with the Titanic. And if you know what I mean, I, Sister Deborah, don't have nothing else to say, but I'll say it again. You all took it wrong. You didn't hear the voice of the prophetess in the wilderness. Find time, you all that's out there, that that spirit and truth rests in you. You have the light in your right hand. Yah is leading and guiding you. He has shown you that you are in the body of Hamashiach, a place of safety, assurance. Hold firm to that. Don't ever be anorexic in the spirit like 99.9 of the people who entertain people on this devil platform. Seek after the things which is unseen versus the things in which thou seest. Everybody wants to see to believe. But he that wants to see to believe is not those that are of the spirit. The people who wants to see that believe something someone has says are not of the spirit. They are of the flesh because they believe in their flesh. If my natural eyes can see it, then now I can believe it. And that's how messed up from the floor people are and going to be and going to continue. They ain't going to go to no other level. And they will make in their minds me wrong. And that's good. That's beautiful. Just stay in the broad gate where you reside. Just stay in your broad gate. And I can be wrong there. Okay? I can be a false prophet there. I can know not what I'm saying. I can be nothing to you. I can be dead. As long as you are in the broad gate. For I know the way to the narrow gate. Shalom and shalom.